Oh, stop, 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 stop. Alrighty, good morning everybody. My name is Osa. We are harvesting somebody else's potatoes. And it's a little bit of a late start, at least for me, since I've been trying to get this working for about 15 minutes. For some reason having issues connecting to Twitch, so there may be some problems there which may cause the stream to glitch out on us from time to time. But I'm going to set that off on a worker, and the worker is going to do the job. Okay. Alrighty, so since we're doing potatoes, I have a ton of tractors here with carts, because I've already done one potato contract today. It took 3 hours, and obviously the more you have to cart with, the better. Okay, let's go find the other one, that one. Good picture. Okay. So unfortunately, I completely failed to take enough pictures last week and couldn't find them. I have since found them, so I didn't include thumbnails of my choosing on the YouTube release. But I'll see what we're able to do this week, guess. Hopefully we won't have as much problem with the other our contract tractor. I was having trouble last week, or off camera, with the earlier contract. It was a Valtra T, I think, the Versu, and oh good grief, the follow me's aren't working already. Why are you just sitting there? Because you didn't engage the follow me dude, and it looks like the tractor behind us didn't either. Okay, that person's engaged. This person needs to drive down the road. And there's probably a ton of traffic now between us. So yeah, I think it, as I said, the Valtra Versu is the sort of manual shift gearbox, and it was struggling under follow me up some of the hills in this place. I think it was running the same trailer as this one. Hopefully the Kubota that we have right now is going to work out a lot better for us. Okay, how's the... I've got the John Deere. What happened to the... Good grief. You get a follow me guy in there and then he drops out. What's the deal? I need follow me to be working because we're going to be shuttling these back. I usually do them in a, you know, all three together. And that won't work if I can't get the following to work. Harvester's still doing okay. Okay, so follow that. You're now following. You are following. And I am driving this one. Okay, now we have 3 workers following, plus the harvester is at 55% full already. So we have the former foster kids are here since yesterday, because we missed out last week because of the weather. There's still snow on the ground, but it's starting to melt at the base of the trees and on the pavements. So driving isn't as treacherous. Oh, we also got our quarter cow yesterday, so new freezer now is full of lots of beef, steaks and roasts and fun stuff like that. Okay, there's the harvester. Oh, excuse me. So the other thing that made me a little late starting this morning was the kids needed breakfast. So I had to arrange that. Okay, to work her off, you can stop and work her off. Oops. You can stop. Okay, gonna shut the door and then I'll be back. Okay, that's that done. So that should give us a little bit more quiet as we're doing this. So, potato contracts don't pay well. Bonus money is absolutely lousy, but Ed gives us something to do. So that's what we're doing today.
Have waffles.
If the kids get waffles too.
Can I watch TV?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just finishing my show.
Okay. So. Yes, the whole teenagers can be a little bit of a problem sometimes in that, oh, I'm going to give the kids cereal and then I'm going to have something different. So yeah, that's not how the world works. Okay, and we are going to be driving on the crop as we do this. What I might do, this is the biggest trailer, and we'll completely empty that. As soon as we've got this filled up, I'll take over the potato harvesting and we'll run headlands at the end of each field, or at the end of each end of this field. That's the words I want. And then the worker will adequately do the bits in the middle without a problem. So we're 10% done already. That's good. The field we did off camera was on the opposite side of the road there. And slightly bigger than this one. There is a third potato field needs with contracts to do. I've drifted too far away from it, that's why it's not feeding. There we go. Okay, so we'll get that emptied. And I've drifted too far away again. We should come to a stop here. Yes. And make it much easier for me to empty. Okay, he is done. Bye. Now park this on the field. We're at 84%. Potatoes are a little bit heavy, so what's going to end up happening is we're not able to fill our 2 trailers completely with potatoes. The half pipe that they've given us for the contract is capable of hauling a lot more weight than volume comparatively, so that will be fully loaded. This is not working. Thank you. Let's back up and do that again. And in Patchwork, good morning. How are you this fine Saturday? If I follow the video that I watched yesterday, I believe your wife wants you to become a commercial pilot, which should be fun for you. I mean, speaking from my knowledge, you become a private pilot first, then you become a commercial pilot once you've got all of the requirements for being a private pilot. But if you're getting trained by an airline, you will progressively achieve the ratings that you need. I believe even military pilots start off with just single engine prop driven, which qualifies them as a private license. But the only difference is private pilots are not allowed to earn money from their flying. And wow, I had that on the other field there. Where there are humps, this harvester can just dig into the ground and you end up just sliding sideways on it. Anyway, can we back up please? Thank you. Anyway, I will try and get... Basically the idea here is I want to get the ends done, and then bits that get missed on this section, I can do it when I'm going across the field, or the worker can. But I just need room to turn around. So the way I rate, do I have the room to turn around, is because we've already started with the worker has got to close to the edge of the field. That's how much of a headland I have to clean off in order to enable it to do all of it. So we got to clean off, what, 2 more headlands at this end, and that will give us the space for the worker to do the middle of the field. I'm going to clear that off so that I can turn around on this edge. The other thing that is a little bit annoying with this and the beet harvester is you start harvesting. So I'm driving forward, it's harvesting, it's not counting up the amount of crop I've lifted until the conveyor belt works its way through the harvester and then starts counting up. So it actually fills up before you... I don't know. I'm not sure if it's very reliable when it gets full. Does it stop harvesting the ground before the buckets full, or the hoppers full? Or does it keep harvesting so you lose some of the crop? I don't know, but anyway. It's kind of what's going on here. So that bit on the left-hand edge, I can do that when I'm travelling east-west across the field rather than approximately northish and southish. Grab that bit there. I think what I'll do is I'll go a little bit wider at the top here. And again, we'll do a lot of this section once we're running east-west across the field. Anyway, that bit is kind of done. But I think that gives me enough room to swing this around here and get lined up the way I went the way back. Alrighty. So time is approximately 9 o'clock. Let's try drinking some tea while I'm doing this. Drink the tea before it gets too cold. It is a little bit cool. Not sure what that's about. Anyway, so what are we plans? Oh, so right, back at the farm, I have managed to find the mod storage silos for liquids and solids, at least as far as fertilizers, lime, that type of thing is concerned. I have installed those, and quite nicely, I only need one of each to store all of the products that they hold. So yay for that. So we've basically replaced, and it's cost us some money, which is why I don't seem to have an awful lot of money when it comes to having already done a potato contract today. And that is now full by weight. Might be able to sneak this into the power tube, which shouldn't fill it. So yeah, I knocked down the 2 silos we had, which only held liquid or solid fertilizer, and we now have 2 silos that hold liquid fertilizer and herbicide and solid fertilizer. And let's move this out of the way. Solid fertilizer and lime. So we can now get lime delivered, which is good. And we can get herbicide delivered, which is also good. It also gave me somewhere to put the herbicide and liquid fertilizer that I had in IBCs at the yard. Okay, where do I want to go from here? There. That's now empty. Good. So I'm slowly making adjustments to the yards. They're not all going to get done all at once. I found a couple more sheds which I'm interested in making use of, potentially, if they fit in my yards. But that's going to be, I need to knock down a shed, I need to have the money to replace it, so it's not that easy of a thing. Like I said, it cost me obviously more to install the new shed, or the new silos, but that's fine. Yeah, we got 50% refund, and then it cost us the normal amount. But I'm good. I was actually relieved, should I say, that the solid fertilizer lime silo only costs 20,000. The liquid costs 40. And then we got 10,000 back from selling the existing storage. And whoops, tree. Oh, whoops, other tree. This is going to be awkward. And this is annoying. It's a tree. Well, we should look at the dirt out there. Should enable me to get to the corner here. And yeah, fortunately this is not our crop. Now if this was our crop of potatoes, the method I would be using here would be to top the field with a small tractor, say the Massey 5S. And a potato topper, and then come in with the harvesting equipment after that. Now, it's worked us well in the past. Oakfield Farm, we did that. I think Lawfolds, I did it as well. And initially it was because I was starting off with the tractor hauled equipment. But switching over to big harvester equipment, the problem is, you can see this big harvester is a royal pain to maneuver in a field with this tight a boundary. So if you top the field, you can then drive on it, and that just makes things a whole lot easier for harvesting. I don't actually have to go any further to the right. The reason it turned around early at this point is because the edge of the field is not straight. So that's as good as I need to get it at this end of the field. How's the load? 41%. That's good. But yeah, rules of root crops, sugar beets and potatoes, potentially carrots. You run out with a small topper and you just take the foliage off, and that protects the crop from being destroyed by driving on it. And then after that you can drive over it with the harvester if you just can't avoid it. It also makes it easier to unload the harvester because you can have the transport cart run up across the crop. And these things fill up so quickly that you know, a lot of the time you don't have a choice. It's just gonna happen. Okay. So what I should be able to do, I think, is we'll angle in across the top here. And just get this all done. And if you have issues in a corner, even with the normal harvester, you can do this as well. Just cut across a little bit. And then you can see there, because it's still striped, we haven't dug the potatoes up. All we've done is get the topper on the potatoes. Okay, I should be able to run down here, come back again. So yeah, unharvested ground looks like the ridged ground on the right there, where the potato tops are still in evidence. And then when you harvest them, you're left with the sort of a mushy green surface. But where the top has been, you have a green ridge, or set of ridges. So the potatoes still need to be dug up, but the tops are gone. Oh yeah, I actually, new video on YouTube this week, information about the upcoming Clarkson's Farm series. He's getting cows, so that's gonna be interesting. He's also talking about issues with Britain leaving the European Union. The farmers' subsidies are mostly going away, and as we know from last year, if he hadn't had the farmers' subsidies, I think his basic profit was practically zero. And the farming subsidies aren't brilliant, so he's not making a ton of cash from the farming subsidies. And then, of course, the thing that saves him, his farm, is A, he's wealthy, and B, he gets an income from Amazon for the series. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that at that end there. I'll run back down the field and get the worker to do his thing. This harvester is slow unless we turn it off. Oh, well, that's a thing. So some equipment, if you raise the header, you're not limited in speed. And also you could leave the header down and just turn it off. Things like, you know, even a tedder or a mower or something like that. You don't have to lift the mowers, but if you turn the mowers off, then you restore maximum speed of the vehicle that you're driving. But in this situation, I'm going to turn that off and see, oops, drive forwards, that's better. See if we can reach 27 kilometers an hour. Yes, we can. So this one, it doesn't matter if your header's up or down. What matters is if the harvester is on. Your speed will be limited to harvesting speed. But with a combine harvester, you're only limited if either the header is... No, you're only limited if the header is down and it's on. Otherwise, you can drive at full speed. Which is why if I'm running a harvester on... back on the worker. If I'm running a harvester using GPS, I'll usually set the cruise control slow to about harvesting speed, maybe 1 or 2 kilometers an hour faster, because otherwise we're going to end up with the harvester just runs away at double the speed of the harvester. Yeah, so you lift the header up or you turn the header off and it goes racing away from you, which is less than ideal.